like I read a story that Putin is moving his personal yacht out of where it was to somewhere else, or back to like they have like a little like they have like a base, Kaliningrad or something, like right on the Baltic Sea. It's not connected to any of the Soviet Union or to Russia, but they control it. It's like a little city on the Baltic Sea. So so Putin's gonna move his personal yacht, his special yacht, there in anticipation of sanctions from the West that would target his yacht. Like he wouldn't do that unless he was actually seriously considering going to war and like incurring these sanctions. Like if dude does that, like I don't think he appreciates how bad this is going to be for Russia. Like he is going to go down in the history books as one of the most hated people in Russia if he does this, if he goes to war. His legacy is going to be awful. The suffering that the Russians are going to endure, because yeah, we're going to target the oligarchs, but still, dude, the Russian economy is going to tank. No one's going to invest. So even if we don't aim at the Russian people are still going to get like hurt pretty bad. Plus, they're going to die. They're the ones who are going to go die in the war. Yeah, of course the Ukrainians are going to die too. Of course. And they're defending their country. So it's not like they have anywhere to run to. They can't go run somewhere. They have nowhere to run. So when you have an enemy that has nowhere to run, they are going to fight very, very, very hard because they have nowhere to run. And it's their home. And they want to be free. So if Putin, if you're thinking of going to war, you better reconsider. Not for my sake, not for the American sake, not even for the sake of Europe. This has nothing to do with Europe. I'm saying don't go to war for the good of Russia. For the good of Russia, don't go to war. Because you're not going to war for Russia, Putin, Vladimir. You're going to war for yourself. It's for you. It's not for Russia. You're not doing it for Russia. They're going to look back on you and you're going to be a hated criminal. They're going to be one of the trashiest people. You're going to be down there with Donald Trump. I mean, down there with Donald Trump. Look what you did. 20 years of controlling Russia, and it's gone down. Your people are declining. Your country is declining. All over the world, populations are expanding, and in Russia, it's declining. Who are you going to blame, Putin? You're the guy in charge. You're the one with all the power. So, Putin, if you decide to go into Ukraine, remember, it's not going to be for the good of Russia. It's only for the good of Putin, because you are short-sighted. and think that somehow this is going to give you some kind of benefit. But it is not. You are going to lose control. You are going to lose control. Right now, you're in control of the situation, and it feels pretty good, right? You have all these world leaders coming up to you, like Macron. Look at Macron, dude. I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking. Was he thinking that he could be like the big tough guy, or like the brilliant Napoleon leader again? Did he think he could do that? I'm not saying that Russia. I'm not saying that France isn't mighty, but Macron, come on, dude. It must be an election year. Oh, you know what I need here? Is a beacon. Duh, I have like nothing. This is like early game. I have nothing. What am I talking about? Beacon. Yeah, beacon would be great. Diamond pickaxe would be great. All right. Well, here. I should just start doing like, what's that called? Straight line mining, whatever that is. Here, I'm gonna do it right now. All right, here. Is that my front? No, let me make this room a little bit wider before I do that. Well, here, no, I don't need to make it wider. I can just do it right here. But what I need to do is make stairs up. Ugh, yeah, Putin. Think about it, dude. Think about it. It feels good now. It feels good now because you have the power. But the moment your troops cross that line, it's no longer in your control. You are not going to be able to control it, and it's gonna be awful. It's gonna be terrible. And when people remember of the horrible things that will come of this, they'll think of you, Putin, and they'll think of what a horrible criminal you were. But Putin, if you retreat into the mountains, if you just like don't do anything, you pick a protege or something, and then like you just go away, just go away. If I can just go away, like whatever happens won't be on you anymore. If you just go away, just I mean, I'm not saying die. Don't, you know, just don't, just go away. Go into the mountains, lead a peaceful life, and leave it to other people to worry about. You have made so much money. You can easily just leave. Just leave. You will, and maybe God will forgive you, if because and give you and show you mercy, the mercy that you showed the Russian people by not going to war. The same mercy you show the Russian people by not going to war is the mercy that God will show you, Putin. Right now, you control Russia. Right now. So yes, Tick-tock goes the clock. Putin only has until maybe the end of February. Even now, it's looking bad. It's not looking like it doesn't look as firm as, like, the ground doesn't seem to be as firm as it should be at this time of year. Which is interesting. An effect of global warming. That would be interesting if global warming caused an early spring and caused the tundra to melt, or the marshes to melt in Ukraine early, so that the Russian lines couldn't advance, and so the offensive was called off. And World War III is averted. That'd be great because of global warming. That's like a one-time deal. Like you get lucky once and that's it. That's your one time. Like you can use a surprise attack once and that's it. Well, maybe depending on who you're using it against. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Down. We want to go down. Oh, here. Let's start up here. Okay. So yeah, Putin. I mean, everyone. Oh, that's why. Okay. Hey. Everyone's watching you, Putin. Everyone's watching you. It feels good, huh? Feels so good. Feels so good. But I'm telling you. It's if you drag Russia into war, like that's a direction you do not want to go in. Not anymore. Come on, man. Not anymore. I mean, don't you care about what your grandfather or your fathers? I don't know if it was your father or your grandfather. For me, it was my grandfather. Don't you like? I care about what he went through. I care about what happened. Like, don't you? Don't you care what your people went through? Don't you want to respect that? Why would you want to bring it back? Why would you want to bring it back to your people? Don't you respect what your parents went through? The horror that they went through? Don't you respect that? Come on, Putin. Like, that was the whole reason why they made the UN and all that high-minded stuff, to make sure that something like that never happened again. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? It's like you don't even care about what they went through, what the Russian people went through. Like, of anybody who suffered at the hands of the Nazis, like of any nation, right? I mean, of any country. I mean, we'll say that one. I think the Russians lost the most people of any nation. It was overwhelming. Like, I look at that horror. I look at that. I'm like, oh my God, never, ever, ever again. Never, never. And then here's Putin just walking right toward it. Like, what are you doing? I think the best way to stop that from ever happening again is for all of us to stand together. I mean, that's basically was the point of the UN, was to get all the nations to band together. And by banding all the nations together, by coordinating all the nations together, all the countries together, by coordination, together in unity, they could stop rogue nations or control or moderate rogue nations. But with world unity, we could, by working together, we can make a better world. We can do it, and we can stop these, crazy despots from recreating World War II, the horrors of World War II. Like, together we can do it if we stand together. But we have to stand together. Like, we can't be like, this doesn't concern me. No, dude, this concerns everyone. Did you hear about the trucker convoy deal up in Canada? Yeah. So apparently some groups here in America conspired to send money and resources and coordination to coordinate a siege of all the cities in Canada with truckers. But only the white truckers, which are only like not a huge part of the trucking industry, I guess. But enough of them to take over Toronto, basically. And I think they took over Ottawa too. They tried to do it to Vancouver, but the residents of Vancouver heard about what happened back east, and they got together and they stopped the convoy from getting to Vancouver. But they tried. So, yeah. So that's like a thing going on right now. Like they basically these big trucks are trying to clog up the cities and make it so you can't move or do anything. So think of like a heart attack. Like, the city can't function if it's all clogged up. A heart can't beat if it's all clogged up. So this is being done. I don't know if it's being done in conjunction with Russia, but Russia certainly got to be, not Russia, but Putin. Putin certainly got to be helping it, because remember, what Putin wants to do is break up all these countries. All he wants to do is create chaos, because in chaos, that's where his lawlessness and power is the best. So he wants to create, keep making it. Ooh, there, it's done. All the way down. Yeah, absolutely. What a wild, crazy timeline. Like, yeah, like, I have to come check this out.